Well, welcome to our Nyang Donor Circle. This donor circle got started out of relationships. We have a relationship with each other, our relationship here in Illinois, and of course we know that there's relationships going on in Nyang. And in Nyang they have their community, their relationships with each other. And then of course now we have created this relationship with them. Our group here, fellowshipping with their group there, and that is basically the concept, the idea of what a donor circle is.
Think about taking action.
So I think we all got into the donor circle for different reasons, and let's hear what they are.
I met Pastor John R. at the local church, and when he described the way God was at work in his ministry, I just decided to be all in and support.
For me, first it was joining, and then coming to understand what it was that we were doing. So the jump, and then the backing into the information, and beginning to realize that we're affecting another part of the world, the economy in another part of the world. As you said, the relationship, building a relationship with some people that are making changes in their community, and they're doing it in a Christ-like fashion.
What happens is, I think that you have to have a group of like-minded individuals come together to form a group that have an interest. And for example, all of us did have an interest because we were familiar with Pastor John, we were familiar somewhat with PICO, and we were, in a Bible study for the most part together.
Right.
And we're neighbors.
Right.
So we have a lot of common bonds there already. So to get together and say, we think we can make a difference to a community was just kind of a natural, outgrowth of our relationship.
I've done a lot of reading about toxic charity, when you do something for someone that they're able to do for themselves. And instead, what I love about PICO is that it's just the opposite of that you're not doing it for them, you're helping empower them so that they then do it for themselves. And then the wonderful thing about it is then they go and spread that model, or spread that tool of learning, so that they can teach the neighboring communities then how to empower themselves.
Pastor John was really inspiring when we got to meet him, and the PICO model just makes so much sense.
And Pastor John gives them the tools to do that. And from that point, once they have those tools and are able to develop their framework for their specific community, they now have talents that they can go out to other areas and develop other leaders.
We provide the financial part of it to allow him to do what he does so well, and it's encouragement for the relationship of our group, and also encouraging to those people that are learning.
I just think that it sort of went with, we were all like-minded, we have this similar ideas, and I think that's really maybe what you need to, when you think about, okay, who am I going to invite to start to see if they'd be interested in this.
Right.
You need to think about who shares your ideas and would you think might be interested in this.
You get a group together, like-minded, and you support a community in their leadership goals, and you see where God takes it.
Yes.
We had no set definition or plan of where the group would go outside of just supporting another group
Right.
in Rwanda.
Right.
And they're kind of leading us, if you will,
Very much so.
along the path. So
Cool.
it's very cool.